This short film will give you a look into filmmaker Ava DuVernay's early career, as well as provide fresh insight on topics about women of color in entertainment inspired by and explored within her early films.
I was in my early 30s when I first made my first things. And I did it in secret because I had a job that was in the industry as a publicist, and I didn't want to be laughed at. I didn't want my clients, who were pretty high-level clients at the time, to know what I was doing. And also, I think that's something about growth and privacy. Like, everything doesn't have to be out in the open. So I was making those small things on the weekends and in the evenings and on my vacations. But yeah, the whole while I thought, eventually somebody's going to see this thing, and eventually they're going to know that it's me. And those early kind of offerings of film to an audience were really terrifying.
That impeccable rhyme skills.
Though terrifying, Ms. DuVernay has shown to be a bold, unique individual, even early on in her life.
So although you get these really harsh lyrics and we're hating on people, it was really smooth when we were doing it.
Dangerous day by day and hour by hour, minute by minute I witnessed the horror of my sisters strolling home alone while a Madonna clone bones. The very men I used to call my own, no, such behavior is not condoned. And any black man even thinking about it, automatically disowned. Keep me down, from what it was, I'm bowing down, I'm holding down. With my people, my actors, and the acting like the earth rotating on my axis, spinning with knowledge of rhythm power of the hours. 11:55, prior to my revolution, my motions are the earthquake as I shake the dead, you must awake after the aftershock.
The only equalizer was being dope. The only thing that was really going to make the level playing field was skills.
The brothers came at us with the utmost respect, and you know, everyone wanted to work with us, so they evidently respected our talent.
I think now is a good time to pause and have my own observations. Ava DuVernay began her filmmaking career by making the short Saturday Night Life in 2006. But she began to really get recognition as a filmmaker after her first documentary in 2008 called This Is the Life. In This Is the Life, and in all her films, she was and is keen on exalting the accomplishments of unsung, underappreciated, and overlooked people of color in entertainment, especially talented women of color. As you've just seen, she has a unique, early connection to the entertainment industry, being half of the rap group Figures of Speech. And as you've just heard, to them, the only equalizer between them and the men in that arena was being dope. But that isn't the case everywhere, and for every woman. And I had the chance to interview a few people willing to share their opinions on this and more.
Why are men more dominant in the power structure? Why are more white men and, bosses? That's how the system was set up. It was to represent them. Most of the music in the film was to represent them. So white men were shown, white women were shown, and then blacks were shown as slaves or nannies or whatever, and it just kind of expanded from there. So we've slowly been diversifying the media, but originally Hollywood wasn't for us. So obviously we're not going to see us.
With this industry, it seems that people have to improve themselves instead of people just actually being scouted out for their talent and appreciated for it. I feel like a lot of us have been cheated over the years, so to see that so many people are climbing and getting recognition for their hard work, I definitely support it and I'm excited for it.
Ms. DuVernay's documentary, This Is the Life, sheds a luminous light on the rap movement that began at the Good Life Cafe in South Central LA. Full of vibrant and unique individuals, male and female, Ms. DuVernay showed early on how important the representation and recognition of influential individuals who have been overshadowed in their lives and careers is to her.
And some people might ask, why is it important who directs a movie anyway? Man, woman, black, white, person of color, gay, straight, what does it matter?
I mean, what? Do we have to have conversations with these people? We must. These are people who don't understand that a movie is coming out of someone's mind, it's someone's vision, it's someone's story, that there were people who had to put their hands on this movie, and they don't care that they're seeing the same movie over and over because essentially it's coming from the same guy.
So why do you think men have like basically ran the entertainment industry for so
Why
long?
they have what?
Like ran the entertainment industry for so long.
Because they created the industry.
Yeah.
So it's like the ball is in their court. It's oppressive. That's not to say that it's not. I mean, I feel like we're getting places and stuff like that, but they ran it because what haven't they run? Like in all industries, we kind of have to create our own lane within their industry.
You feel like it's changing? Like women are gonna kind of tip the
I
scale
hope
a little
so.
bit?
I hope so. I think so. I mean, I feel like people are becoming a lot more aware of like who they are and what they represent in the world, and it's not to be scaled against a man. We just all are. We all matter at certain point.
Miss DuVernay remained true to her assertions about representation in her next documentary, My Mic Sounds Nice, A Truth About Women and Hip Hop. Just as the title suggests, this documentary is all about the women in hip hop. Their very beginnings, struggles, expectations, perceptions of the male-dominated music industry, and much more are explained and laid bare. Miss DuVernay propels these women's voices and stories with this first ever original music documentary shown on BET. She and all of the talented women she interviewed created their own path to success in a male-dominated industry and society. As her career continues to flourish and she continues to defy and exceed industry standards, Miss DuVernay is helping to change entertainment by providing platforms for women of color to express themselves freely.
Oh, she's got the stamp of approval for someone. Episodes started to pour in and I thought, wow, this is how it works?
Ava DuVernay's obviously made a decision that she's going to use the leverage that she now has to bring other people along with her. So in making Queen Sugar, every single episode directed by a woman, that is a fascinating example of someone using her power to get a lot of women work.
My criteria was that you had to have made a film. No one could tell me, well, they haven't done an episode of television. Yeah, they haven't. They made a film. They haven't done an episode of television. They made a whole movie.
Right now, I think we can sort of pick up on that feeling that a lot of this dialogue, a lot of these ideas are male-driven, and I think the perspective of women is just something that's going to change our earth altogether in the future.